Howdy folks, we're back with another bluegrass guitar lesson, this time for the Tim O'Brien classic Nellie, Kane. This tune was written by Tim back in 1971 or so and released on the Hot Rise, Tim O'Brien's band, the Hot Rise debut album in 1971, or roughly there. And of course, Tim O'Brien is a legendary singer, songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, and this tune has just always been stuck around with him in the bluegrass circles. A beautiful tune, beautiful melody. And so finally got a request to do it. Thought it was a great idea, as I don't have it. So I've written up an arrangement for both the verse and the chorus. And in that verse section, we'll play the melody in two different spots. Essentially, the melody is just kind of about 10, 11 bars long in that A part verse, but I wrote it out so that we'll do one down here in first position, and then we'll do one up, up the neck, let's say. And so you'll have two different ways to play that A part melody. As always, if you want to download the tablature, the multi-speed backing tracks, and access Sound Slice and the full-length lesson, click the link in the description below. Let's go ahead and dive in. All right, so let's go ahead and start breaking down the first few measures here for Nellie, Kane. Again, we're working out of D position, and perhaps even before I break down the lesson, we should just talk about this D shape, D position that we'll be working out of. Very common and fun to use. If you're not familiar with this shape, I strongly suggest you get familiar. And essentially what we're going to take, instead of doing the D chord full like this, we're going to keep the first finger, but then we're going to put the second finger on the third fret of the B, and we're going to leave the high E open, which creates a D9 sound, that high E. And so then our third finger is can hit these strings here on the fourth fret of the G and the D. And if you really want to think about it, you could put your third finger on the D string, fourth fret, and then you can put your pinky on the A string, fourth fret, and even bar. Here's the full shape. Some people will refer to this as the C shape out of the caged form, right? As you can see, there's a C chord shape right there. But I'm not going to be using my pinky on the low D or on the A string for the D note. But this shape right here, just having these two fingers, is where we're going to be working out of and using for this arrangement. Okay, so now let me play the first few measures for you here. So it starts pick up on beat 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So really, we're going to hit the melody right on the head and kind of punctuate it. Really, it's such a kind of this classic rolling melody. It's fun, really fun to play. So we're going to play it right on the head there. We're going to use some double stops. We're going to do some cross picking to fill in the gaps. And so in measure 1, pick up on beat 2, starts on the second fret of the G. And there's 2 eighth notes there, and then a quarter note, and then 4 on the G. So my third finger comes into play there. All right. And then, second measure, I'm going to hit the D note on the B string, third fret, and then I'll strum. And then I'll pluck the D note again, and then 2 more times with a couple eighth notes there. So, measure 3, I'm going to add the third finger on the G string, fourth fret again, and then play that double stop, 3 and 4. The melody's on the B, I'm just harmonizing it, thickening it up. And then 2 and 3, and then strum, and then 2/4 hammer on the G. Okay? So the first 2.5 measures, 3, 4, 1. And it might take some time to get used to those double stops, real nice and even. I like to think of them often as like nice and fat. Right? But it might take some time to have some good pick control for those double stops. And then measure 4, back to the D note, couple eighth notes, And then right here, we're going to do 3 and 4 together again. 3 on the B, 4 on the G, and then pull to 2. Okay. And then 4 on the D. That's an F sharp note. And if you catch the G note in there with the 4 on the D, that's fine too. I'm harmonizing it. I chose to leave it out in this particular instance, but it could totally be in there. Then the last measure in the line, I'm going to kind of do a little brush stroke across the middle 3 strings there. Just a D chord, quarter note, and then I'm going to cross pick, do a backwards roll to fill in that measure. Pretty simple, right? 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And I put it all together. 2, 3, 4, 1. Then moving on, measure 6 through 10. That's kind of the first half. It's the A part's kind of repeated. It's essentially the melody is 10 bars long, I believe, or 11 bars long, however you want to think about it. And then it just kind of repeats. And you could do this very same arrangement that I wrote for the first 10, 11 bars. You could just repeat it, but then I also have one that we're going to move up the neck. So it's the same chord progression, same melody. And I just have 2 different ways to play it that could be repeated, if that makes sense. But measure 6, got the D note there. Then we strum. And then a D note again. Strum. And then here's our 3 and 4, pull to 2. Okay? And then here's 2 and 4, 4 on the D, 2 on the G. So, and then back to 2 and 3. There's a set of double stops each time, right? I'm harmonizing the melody to thicken it up. Then I strum. And then, same thing, or not the same thing, but measure 8, 2 and 3. 2 on the G, 3 on the B, and then hammer with on the 4th fret of the G. And then back to 2 and 3, quarter note there. 4, 2 slide on the D. I'm going to use my 3rd finger to slide, and then open D. Okay, so there we go. Sorry, I played that wrong a bit there. And then I'm going to take my 3rd finger, slide up into the 4th fret of the D string, and then I'm going to make this B shape, or I'm sorry, B minor. I'm just doing the partial. It comes from this B minor chord, or think about it like that as well. I'm just gonna grab these 3 strings. If I hit that high E, that's okay. It has a nice little dissonance that I like as well, but I'm gonna try to stick to that. 2, 3, and 4. And this strumming pattern here, very basic. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2, 4 hammer on the G, back to 2, quarter note there, and then 4, 2 slide on the D string. I'm gonna use my 3rd finger, so open D, 2nd fret, A, and land on the D. Put it all together, the first 10 bars, 10, 11 bars here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. just finished it out with a little strumming pattern there. So yeah, that's the first, I guess the first half of the verse there. And if you want to access the full-length lesson, get the second half of this verse and the full chorus part, click the link in the description below, and I'll walk through everything note for note. You can download all the tabs, multi-speed backing tracks, and yeah, that's what I got. See you on the other side.